What up, guys? CP the Tool Addict. Woo! How's it going? We've got a quick little new Tool Tuesday. A couple of new things. A couple new things. We've got a new little flashlight we're going to talk about, and knife from OKNIFE, which I'm pretty impressed with. And then the Capri socket's kind of a moot point, but new TeKton pry bars and the Lyle pry bars. We'll talk about those. But let's jump into the light first, because, you know, not a huge light guy, but I gotta tell you, I keep running across these little deals here. This ThruNite night light here has become another little carry light for me. I got several of them. I love my O lights, but then I like rechargeable lights. But this little ThruNite, couple hundred lumen, and I think it goes up to like 600-700 lumen, pretty bright. Pretty sweet, double switch, nothing fancy. Don't have to hold any buttons. Got the clip style, like the light, that double clip, which I absolutely think is awesome, because you can clip it on your hat. If you wear a hat, just like the light ones, you can clip it on your bill, like so, over your hat. Now you have a hat light if you're camping or whatnot. Which makes it awesome. Plus, it's got a sturdy pocket clip that's going to last. And then I will put a link in the description for this. This is called the ThruNite ROHS. I don't know. It's a Saber. ThruNite Saber. ROHS. There's the name for it. If you're interested, I'll put a link for it down in the description. Really handy light. Really affordable. Also, show you the recharging. This is not a typical recharger. Not sure I'm a huge fan of that, but got this little rechargeable ThruNite cell battery, 3.7 volt, and then it has this little, the USB on the end there. I don't know. A little cumbersome, for losing it. I don't know where the box is. I don't know how many lumens this is on it, because I just got it and started using it. I think the box might be out in the truck, actually, if I'm being honest. But, yeah, I'm pretty happy with it, nonetheless. Let's move on to the next thing. Oh, and keep in mind, this is one of my favorite lights, too. I want to talk about the Easy Red. I should have showed it compared to it. I kind of keep these ones. So I've developed a carry habit for my lights, I will say, that's kind of unique. So I have different lights for my truck, different lights for my home, and I'm starting to realize that it's easier just to buy lights for the area that you're going to be around, rather than carrying them and trying to lose them. So this is kind of my home, just my go-to grab kitchen light, whatnot, and if I need to get the dog quick. And I have been picking this up a lot more frequently than I have this, and this was my one that I have been using. I really like this Easy Red one. Really works great. I could do without the flashing part. I really don't like that. And it's got the focus beam, kind of like the Coast one. But, yeah. Anyways, I just wanted to talk about that. I highly recommend both of them just for lights. But I don't want to get on too many lights. I might have to kill out some of this. Alright, next thing is, Olight is having a sale on this. This is the Rubato 3 light, or knife. And I want to talk a little bit about this. Once again, Olight does some good packaging. Now, I've been carrying their other knife for a while. I do like this as a backup carry, especially for, I found something that I got a bunch of knives over here, okay? So, I carry a bunch of different knives all the time. Always looking for different knives. The Open Low is kind of a camp carbon fiber or carbon knife. We've got the Gerbers. I really have become a fan of Gerbers. CRKTs maybe even. This is a Karambit, a Fox Karambit, which is a higher end knife, which I realized that I've lost one of those before. I don't want to carry my Emersons or anything like that. And so the Olight kind of fits into this pocket knife category, where you have these Gerbers, like this one right here, and or this one right here. But the problem is, some of these Gerbers, this blade does not hold up. Hard to get an edge on it, in my opinion, that I've had trouble with. This one stays pretty sharp. It's really good. But I don't like how I can't get it to flip out. I can loosen it up, but then you'll lose. There's probably a chance you're gonna lose a screw. This one is just too much of a too aggressive, in my opinion, for what I want to carry with it. But nonetheless, this is nice because you can have it for opening box cutters and whatnot. And this is the OKNIFE Oracle, Light Oracle razor blade. Just a little retractable razor blade. As you can see, I've been really dialing that thing in, and easy to change a blade, put a new one on there. Just a really handy little quick pocket blade. My only complaint about this one is it is a little wonky. I think I need to put an oil in it or something, but really gets stuck sometimes, sticky sometimes, which is good for a safety aspect because it doesn't want to pop out. But folding knife, they're having a sale on these. Roberto, whatever it is, knife. OKNIFE. I love the blue on the packaging. A little bit overkill, in my opinion, for the knife at this level. In my opinion, it's not crazy expensive, I would say, but it's still a nice knife. Comes with a coin, OKNIFE coin here. Let's take a look at the knife. So this has a nice scale on it. I'm not 100% sold on this scale. The pocket clip is definitely its strongest point, in my opinion. Once again, I think OKNIFE gets it. The pocket clips break, and this thing is like way better. When you spend the money, some of these Gerbers look to be decent, but they're not near as thick and pronounced as the steel on this one right here. In my opinion, I've broken several of these Gerbers. I don't know if it's the bend, the way they are. Get them sprung on something. This Gerber is a little bit better, honestly, than this one, but this is a more expensive knife. But they see how they did a recess on this one too. I think that helped out. But I've broken this pocket clip already, and this is a prime example. Highly carried knife. This is the second clip I've had on this knife now, which really annoys me. But this one feels way better than this one right here. A lot quicker to get into your pocket. A lot quicker deployment. Not see how the spoon is. I know it's kind of one of those things, but I'm a pocket knife carry guy, and that's exactly what I'm looking for here. The steel on this thing is, what is this? KN 3667, and this is a 154 cm. So this thing weighs about 3 ounces, just a little over 3 ounces. It's a nice aluminum alloy handle. I'm not sure I really dig the texture on this, a little slippery. Oh, but she is sharp. You see that? It just stabbed in there. It definitely has a pretty good edge on it, which let me just show you a little bit of cutting action there. She definitely likes to glide. Definitely likes to glide through there. For the money, for pocket carry, I like this because I like the quick release right here. No messing around. It flips out really easy, nice and smooth, which is definitely something that I like. If I'm flipping it out right away, smooth and silky. And it actually retracts the knife in really quickly. See how it pulls it in? I like that, so you don't get you're not pushing it into around that finger area there. Definitely dig that. That's a really good quality of this knife. I'm not a huge knife connoisseur, except for when it comes to pocket knives, I know what I like and what I don't like, and I want one that holds an edge. Now, the thing is, what comes down to, yes, putting an edge on it will be, it does have a good edge. They always do coming out of the box, and it's kind of one of those things I have to talk about it, or I have to use it for a while, but beautiful knife nonetheless. I'm really stoked. I'm not, like I said, I'm not a knife guru. I have a ton of knives, but not a knife expert by any means. Not trying to be a knife expert. Just a knife connoisseur when it comes to purchasing a knife. And it's and it even comes with a nice thank you in the box. So, yeah, let's look at the next thing though. Let's talk about these TeKton pry bars next. Alright, so actually I was going to show you those. I just got a couple sockets from Capri. I got a mid-length 22 an extra shallow from 22, and a shallow 22 and 3/8 drive. Picked up those 3 individually, so probably talk about those in a future video, so nothing too crazy about that. Just some stuff to fill in my set. Alright, so now I got the TeKton mini pry bars here, 4-piece set. These set, I don't know how these ended up at my place, but I hadn't really heard about these, I guess. Somebody had mentioned something about these TeKton pry bars, mini pry bars, but we're going to take a look at them and compare them to the Lyle ones. Talk about a few things. We can get them out of the box here, that is. Let's get them out. Let's let them out. Let those suckers free. Look at that. And I did look at these already, and you know, they're nice. I'm not gonna knock on that. They're nice. There's nothing bad about them. As far as quality and whatnot, they look to be a really good quality. I guess when it comes to me saying anything bad about them, I really don't understand these angles of these things. This thing's got a really wicked right angle. Once again, the rolling of the round bar stock is something that just really, I don't know. I like the handle. I do like the handle compared to, I like the handle. I'm not so sure what to think, really. I don't really care about the handle differences. I don't mind this. This is a typical pocket pry bar handle. These are more Snap-on-esque type handles. I don't remember what the price is. These are around 20 bucks or something like that for these pry bars. And they come in this weird 4-piece set, which is not a pocket pry bar. So let's just put you, this is a normal Lyle, the normal size pocket pry bar. This is my everyday carry one. And there's not one pry bar in this entire bunch that even comes up to meeting with that standard. So once again, these were, and I would have never got these had I known that these were this long, probably. I don't know. These are more of a tool to keep in your toolbox, not something to keep in your pocket. And here's the new 1/4 inch, the Super Mega Beast here. Once again, it's still overall smaller than, I mean, it's about the same shank size, a little bit bigger than the TeKton one there. But I mean, as far as a pocket tool goes, you want something that fits in your hand and you can basically touch the tip of your finger. I think when you go for a pocket pry bar, that's like standard type deal to make it your deal. It's something you use with your fingers. It's a finger tool. This is something that I would use as a hand tool. Now, I could really pry on it. Not saying these wouldn't be useful, but it just doesn't fit the pocket pry bar category, if you know what I mean. It's kind of like Mayhew. And I guess they really don't call them pocket pry bars. They call them mini pry bars. So I guess for mini pry bars, they're great. They're great for a win. And honestly, for 20 bucks, you know, I mean, I wouldn't care. I'd still buy them for $20 anyway. Just because, you know, it's one of those tools where there's a mini pry bar need. There's a mini pry bar craze going on right now, in my opinion. But if you look at the sizes there, I mean, look at the angle. This thing has got a wicked angle. And I will say this, these look suspiciously like Lang built them. Matco rebranded, TeKton's rebranded. I know TeKton is close to Lang tools. I know that Lang has been already involved with that, with TeKton. So, but these little guys right here, man, I think you could really snap this thing off if you wanted to. Yes, it's nice because you could really get under something, you know, but yeah, because it's got a nice angle. Anyways, that's the video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. New TeKton pry bars, a couple little things, and OKNIFE. I will put a link in the description. By the way, the OKNIFE is on sale, I believe, for the next couple weeks. So if you're thinking about getting a good knife and you want a pocket knife, you best check out that sale. I'll put a link in the description for that with a discount from OKNIFE. So anyways, guys, like, comment, share, subscribe. Ring that bell. Remember, keep your hands dirty and your money clean. Thanks for watching.